What? Who are you?
I was gonna ask you the same question.
Where am I?
Another great question. You don't know?
No.
I just woke up a few seconds ago.
Did you try either of these doors?
That one is a bathroom storage room. And that one is locked.
Can I have my cane?
What?
I have a hurt leg. It's kind of hard to walk without.
Sorry.
Thank you. Can you give me a hand?
Sure.
Thanks.
I told you. It's locked.
Electronic, that's not good.
Why?
Most electronic locks use 4-digit combinations. That's 10,000 possibilities. If it's using a 5-digit combo, multiply that by 10.
I think someone was planning on us being here a while.
What? What do you mean?
In here.
Well, I don't think they mean to kill us, at least not right away.
That's encouraging.
So, you got a name?
Yeah. Smitty.
Smitty.
Yeah. Nickname.
Nice to meet you, Smitty. My name's Ed.
Wish I could say it was nice to meet you. But...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Do you hear any cars or trucks? This could be to an outside wall. Those concrete blocks have been put in place of what looks like a window.
Huh?
And then there's that. What do you... Careful, son. I don't want to have to deal with a broken leg on top of all this. Smitty! Are you okay?
Yeah. I think I just bruised it.
You're lucky. My age, I probably would have done a lot worse than that. Be careful. Take it slow.
I'm not sure. It's pretty secure. Bolted to the wall. If I could get it off, maybe it'll go outside somewhere, like you said.
Do you see anything else up there? Any other way out?
No.
Well, then come down. Just not the fast way.
Right.
On a beautiful spring day, the prominent Eldridge family welcome a beautiful, elegant, Sarah Pritchard into their family. The occasion was celebrated with 700 in attendance.
Lori,
Yeah.
come and see me, please.
What's up?
Come on inside. Have a seat. So, you keeping up?
Oh, yeah, covering the latest fashion shows.
Yeah. You know, you've put in your time. And you always got your head down. You're working hard. You never complain. I love you for it. You get your job done. How would you like to sink your teeth into something real? A real story.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Okay, listen, I've been thinking. I look out here, and I see progress, okay? I see battery-powered cars. I see solar panels, and I see equal rights for a lot of people. Yet, it seems darker. It's darker, it's grayer. I was talking to my dad over the holiday, you know, and I just said, you know, my dad says God is not dead. We act like he is, or we kick him to the sideline.
God.
Yes. Just think about this now. If it becomes from a religious aspect, black and white, good and evil, hey, look at me. You're like the fence in the yard. But if you take down the fence, what happens?
Freedom.
No, great. I'm sorry. Gray.
So, what do you want me to write about?
What I just said. Or would you prefer there's a wedding going on 2 blocks down there, kiddo?
No. It's not WikiLeaks, but I'll do it.
Even WikiLeaks had to start someplace.
Covering fashion shows?
Get out of here, kid. Hey, Monday, on my desk, I want it.
All right.
So what's with the cane?
Oh, car accident.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You said you woke up here just before me, right?
Yeah, just before.
Do you have any idea how you got here?
Not a clue.
What's the last thing you do remember?
Walking to my car after I dropped off my girlfriend.
You on good terms with her?
What does that got to do with this?
I'm just asking.
She's not the kind of girl that would do something like this. Well, at least not yet.
Oh.
So, what about you? How'd you get here?
Last thing I remember is falling asleep on my couch watching a movie. Next thing I know, I'm waking up on this floor and you're poking me with my cane.
Who would do something like this?
I have no idea. But I've made a lot of enemies in my line of work.
What is it exactly that you do?
Relax. I'm a reporter.
Oh,
And there's always somebody out there who doesn't like what you write.
I can imagine.
So what do you do for a living?
Graphic designer.
Don't make too many enemies doing that, I'm guessing.
I've had my fair share of complaints, but I don't think anyone would do something like this over a business card.
Yeah, I guess not.
I don't think I've ever seen you before.
So?
So what's the connection between us? I mean, it doesn't seem random, and yet here we are.
Now, most of the time, multiple victim crimes do have a connection, even if the victims aren't aware of it. Now, you said you're a graphic designer, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever done any work for the Mariner?
The what?
The Mariner, it's the newspaper that I work for. Have you ever done any design work for them?
No.
Are you sure?
I've never worked for a newspaper my entire life. I do mostly retail. Businesses.
You know, I know your mom really well, and she is an amazing lady.
Thanks. I'm not quite the churchgoer like she is, but it seems to help her to be a better person. So with this article that I'm writing, The Grain of America, I wanted to interview a few religious leaders in the community just to get their opinion.
The graying of America. With a guy my age, you probably should be really specific about graying. What do you mean when you say the graying of America?
Just that there aren't real clear lines on morality. What everybody thought was right and wrong is now right for some and wrong for others.
Well, when you systematically remove God from the equation, that's pretty much where it ends up.
And how do you think that it has affected culture in, say, the last 60 years? I mean, many have said that we are no longer a Christian nation.
Truth is, we were never really a Christian nation in the sense of a theocracy. But having said that, our founding fathers in the main had a deep faith in God. And for the most part, our founding fathers believed that God gave us liberty, which meant the ability to make free choices.
You're talking 200 years ago. Why the dramatic decline in the last half century?
It's kind of a slippery slope. You know, it didn't happen all at once. You had people who had a deep faith in God. Actually, it was more than that. It was a relationship with God. But over time, that just sort of got watered down, less and less about a relationship and more about rules. For most people, rules are meant to be broken, and so you ended up with rebellion.
So you think as a society we walked away from it, that we rebelled against God?
Maybe. I tell you what, you're going to be interviewing other religious leaders, right? Would you be willing to interview some other people first?
Religious leaders?
No, just plain folks who might give you a completely different perspective.
Sounds like an interesting angle.
Good.
Thank you for your time.
You bet.
I appreciate it.
So what's your story on again? I didn't quite understand it.
I guess you could say I'm writing an article on the decline of God in society. You can say anything you like.
I guess I view God working like a river. When a river gets blocked, it always finds a way to flow. I mean, I look around me here and I see people in need. Not just food and a bed. They're just like all of us, looking for perspective, meaning. If I can show them Jesus, share God's love, then God's working, isn't he?
So it doesn't bother you as a Christian that kids can't pray in school anymore?
Oh, kids In school, pray all the time.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Does it bother you that the institution of prayer has been banned?
Where I come from, belief in God wasn't lawful. Praying, public or private, that's a arrestable offense.
Are you saying that's where you think we're headed?
When my parents studied American history for their citizenship, I read about the Founding Fathers. Prayer is what this country was built on. John Adams, Washington, Madison, even Benjamin Franklin. It was prayer. That was what made it succeed. Praying just for the sake of it, out of obligation, that can't be right either. You see the people that come in here. They pray from their heart. They cry out for help. Millions of people every day pray with that same heart for their kids, their parents, even the leaders of our country.
Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Anything?
No, nothing.
What?
That's weird.
What, something missing?
No, nothing at all. I have my driver's license, my credit cards, even all my cash is here.
So?
So obviously the motivation wasn't robbery.
Speak for yourself, all I found was my phone.
What's with the ribbon? It's worth a try. Wait. You know, we don't know what's in there.
We got nothing to lose. Is that what I think it is?
That looks like a body.
Like a dead body?
Only one way to find out.
Well?
They're alive. Here, help me get them out. One, two, three. What is it? What's wrong?
That's my twin brother!
What?
That's Alex! Is he okay?
Hey, hold on.
Alex!
Wait a second.
Get off! Get away! I don't know who you are, what you want from me, but I don't cry! James!
James? I thought he said his name was Smitty.
You really think I did? But I was shoot fits! What makes you think I would do something like this, I don't know, dude, I don't know. Why are you here, then? Where are we, man? Who is he? And why does he think you have a different name? Alex, this is Ed. Ed, this is my brother Alex. All right, we both woke up in here too, okay? All right, we don't know what's going on or why we're here. We don't know.
Actually, I think I might know.
What?
Alex, right?
Yeah.
This might seem like a personal question, but I assure you it's very important. How's your guys' relationship right now?
I don't see what that has to do with any of this, man.
I'm gonna guess that means not good. In fact, I'd be willing to bet that you guys haven't seen each other for a long time before today.
How could you possibly know that? Are you the one who put us in here?
I'm locked in here just like you guys are.
Then how do you know my brother and I
Because
were...
it fits the MO.
The MO of what?
The guy I've been writing about.
You know the guy that did this to us?
I don't know him personally, but I know him by reputation.
I don't understand. Who are you talking about?
They call him the Reconciler.
You really think
The who?
Dude, don't you read the papers?
Yeah, I get most of my news. Never mind, okay? What did you call this guy?
The Reconciler. This has his signature all over it.
What signature?
Kidnapping estranged family members and locking them up until they talk.
I remember reading something about him doing this to, like, 2 cops or something.
2 drug enforcement detectives, to be exact. They couldn't get along and the department had nobody else to put them with.
Stace, wake up.
What?
Wake up.
What happened?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I mean, I don't know. Where's the warehouse?
What are you talking about? It's right there? What?
It's gone.
The warehouse isn't gone. We are.
How? I mean, how is that even... You don't think they're onto us?
If they are, we've got to get out of here. Let's go. Come on.
Wait, there's no keys.
I can't get the door open.
Unlock it.
I did.
Well...
Wait, stop, wait. What if it's rigged?
Right.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
Excuse me?
Are you trying to get the last laugh here or something?
You think this is a joke?
Well, you are sitting behind the wheel. You wait till I fall asleep, you drive to a new location, you wake me up, and then you act like you had nothing to do with it.
Wow.
Funny.
Wow.
Funny.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Stace, come on. I mean, lately you've had no sense of humor. Why would I try to get you mad when I find out that you finally got your transfer?
Right. I'm calling the station.
Go ahead.
Where's the radio?
How am I supposed to know?
You took the radio too? This is pathetic, Bill.
I'm not doing this.
Yeah, right.
Seriously.
No.
You-
Come on. What?
What are you doing?
Trying to get out of here?
Stace.
Oh my gosh. What is going on?
I don't know.
That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, how are you gonna do that?
No, don't!
My gun's empty. My spare clips are gone too, and my cell phone. How about you?
Oh, so what, now you think I'm not doing this?
Even you wouldn't go that far. So go ahead. Where's your gun, your cell phone?
Sure, I've got no cell phone.
What?
My gun, too. Hold on, I've got something in my pocket. What is that?
Play it? I don't know.
Hello, detectives. I'm sure by now you're wondering how you got here and what's happening. In police work, you need to depend upon your partner. The two of you haven't been acting like partners for a long time, and it's been getting worse. The department knows of your growing animosity. Frankly, though, you're the best team they've got. Bill with your instincts, and Stacy with your street smarts. When the two of you work together, it really makes a difference in this town. But the bickering and lack of trust has let your bureau and the citizens of the city down, and in turn, you've let each other down. Take some time to talk, really talk about how you got to this point of a lack of communication and partnership. Once you've worked things out, I will let you out of the car.
Oh no.
To this day, it remains one of the most baffling cases in the department. No one's been able to figure out how he got them away from their post or how they were missing for so long without anybody noticing. Stacy and Bill are two of the only reconciler victims who weren't related by blood or marriage.
Wait, if this is what you say it is, then the reconciler getting me and Alex together I can understand. But why are you here? Yeah, what do you have to do with us?
Nothing. I'm here for a different reason. The reconciler's killing two birds with one stone.
What?
I'm the one who's on the assignment. I gave the reconciler his name.
Didn't you call him like a sadistic kidnapper too? Them. Hey, we don't know if it's a he or a she. What were you saying?
I did call him a sadistic kidnapper. I also said that his ends don't justify his means. He didn't like that very much. Anyway, 2 days after the story ran, I got an anonymous postcard that said, "I'll prove you wrong." My guess is I'm here to do just that.
Giving you a first-hand look.
Yeah. The story that makes the most sense is just still a rumor, but some people think it really is a he. Joe Sanford. You guys have heard of William Sanford, right?
Yeah, richest man in the state. Well, he was.
Yeah, Joe's his son.
Wait, his son? No, this can't be right. Both of his kids died in a plane crash about 2 years ago.
Actually, those were his two kids from his second wife, Christine. Joe is his son from his previous marriage.
So you think Joe is the reconciler?
Like I said, it's only a theory.
But why? Why would he do it?
Because Joe was almost on that plane with the rest of his family the day that it went down. William Sanford was taking his entire family to Tahoe for the holidays. He decided to reach out to his son, who he hadn't seen in years. But Joe wouldn't take the call. After the plane crash, Sanford's company was sold off, dismantled. Joe falls off the grid, and a couple months later, the first reconciler abduction occurs.
So you think Joe Sanford has been using his dad's fortune to track down estranged family members to give him a chance he never had?
Like I said, it's one of many theories. It's borderline an urban legend.
But you think he's behind this?
Well, if he is, this is a little different than his normal setups. Most reconciler victims, when they came to, said they found a note or a digital recorder telling them why they were there. I don't see anything like that here. Do you guys?
Maybe you're the note.
Come again?
Maybe the reconciler didn't leave a note because he knew you'd put it together.
Well, I'm sure he would think that it crossed my mind, but he's way too precise. He leaves very little to chance.
You admire this nut job?
No, but when you write about somebody for this long, you start to understand them. He would absolutely want to make sure that we knew it was him.
Wait a minute.
What?
Why the trunk?
The trunk?
Yeah, Ed and I were on the floor. Why put you in the trunk? James, if you're reading this, that means you've woken up and found my gift. Your brother Alex. You seem to have a good deal, a good job, a good upbringing, and a brother to share things with. Yet that's still not enough. In case it's not clear to you, you and your brother have some issues to work out. And you'll work them out. if you want to leave this room. Alex, sorry I had to put you in the trunk. You tried to encourage your brother, but you went from encouragement to badgering. You've tried to hold on to him so hard that you've pushed him away. If you don't let him go, I'll never let you go. Work it out before you do any more damage.
Ed, you are probably the least surprised to find yourself here. The three of you have enough food and supplies to last you for a week. After that, it's up to Alex and James.
So what do we do now?
You start talking.
You mean to tell me he would let us rot in here if we don't reconcile?
He doesn't mess around. Did you hear the story about the soldier and his son?
No, what happened?
It was his father. He spent a lot of time overseas and he had a wife and son back home.
JR, wake up. I don't have school today. Wake up. Do you know how we got here? I don't even know where here is. Dad, I can't get it off. I know. Neither can I. I think we're in some kind of state park or something. I think I know where we are. You do? Yeah. Look. Mom always wanted you to bring me here for like a father-son hike. Your mother put you up to this. Of course not, Dad. I'm just as confused as you are. So this isn't some kind of ploy to get me to spend time with you? A ploy, Dad? Really? You've got more important things to deal with than me, remember? What's that? I don't know. What is it? Oh, please. What? What's it say? Nothing. Dad. The keys to the cuffs at the top of the trail. That's it? You just said where to find the keys? Yeah. Come on. What are you doing? Come on. Put the chain up on the rock. Why? What are you doing? Smash these cuffs and get us out of here. Really? Of course. You really hate spending time with me that much, don't you, Dad? Come on, JR. I'm a soldier in the United States Army. I'm not marching to the tune of anyone, especially some deranged kidnapper. Yeah. My dad, the soldier. That's all you've ever really been.
So the soldier and his son escaped then?
Not exactly.
Then what did happen? Yeah, you never really told us what happened to the cops either.
What happened to them isn't important right now. If you guys want to get out of here, you need to focus on your own issues.
So we just forgive each other?
It's usually how it works.
Okay. James, I forgive you. Now can we get out of here?
It's not up to me.
Wait. You forgive me? I'm not the one who did anything wrong. You are. What are you talking about?
This is so like you.
What?
Going through the motions without actually meaning what you say.
Dude, no. This reconciler just needs to think we're good, okay? And then he's gonna let us out of here.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. He's probably monitoring everything that's going on in here right now.
He's what?
Yeah, he always wires the places up that he uses with... How do you think the cops finally got out of their car? And if he's heard everything that you guys just said, then he knows you don't really mean it.
Hey, reconciler! Hey, let us out now. We won't press charges, okay? I'm serious. Hey, I'm talking to you. Can you hear me? Hello, anyone there?
Are you done? Now, come on, it's time to talk for real.
I have nothing to say. Me neither.
Well, can you guys at least tell me what started all this?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Detective Tilton? Yeah? Ma'am, you can't report anybody missing for a full 24 hours. What? 3 days? Twins? Uh-huh. Together. I'm sorry, what? Estranged. We take these cases very seriously, ma'am. No, I'm supervising this one. You could say I have a personal interest. Had a couple of my detectives involved. Let me get your name and number. Okay, ma'am. I'll be in touch.
Can I have one?
Only after our guest.
So you know Pastor Dan?
Sort of. My mother goes to his church. Macy Peters.
Macy's your mom? I love Macy. She really stepped in to help when Amanda got sick. She was a real blessing.
She's been a good mom. So, Pastor Dan thought it would be good to talk to you about this article that I'm writing. Would it be all right if I ask you a few questions?
Would that be okay, honey?
So, what happened?
Well, I was sick. Really sick. Mommy and Daddy took me to the hospital.
She had an aggressive viral infection the doctors had a hard time diagnosing.
I was lying in my bed and I heard singing. I knew it wasn't Mommy or Daddy. It was better. And then the light got brighter and brighter, and I started feeling better.
I don't understand. You were healed?
No, I wasn't there. I could see Mommy and Daddy below me, and then the angels took me.
Took you where?
To heaven.
What was it like?
Right, but not like here. It's a different place. Like going to the beach.
The beach?
Well, if you've never been there before, you don't always know how to talk about the new things. No words, you just remember.
What else do you remember?
Jesus' hug,
How did you know it was Jesus?
I just did.
And you came back?
Jesus had the angels take me back.
Do you know why?
To tell you.
What?
Jesus told me you were coming. And he loves you very much. And he wants you back.
Put me back on the social page.
But why?
I can't do it. It's too hard.
That's what you wanted. Also, it's an assignment. You work here, remember that? No. Don't cry. What's the problem? Well, now you're going to clam up on me. That's great. We're going to get a long ways there. Come on, talk to me. What's going on?
What I thought was wrong with the story from the beginning. And when you start talking about the grain of society, why does it always have to be a bad thing? And why does it always have to come back to God?
If you told me that the unicorns come back and save the earth and you had the sources, we would have been square. So, come on, what are you going to do? Where are you at here?
I first planned to interview religious leaders, a pastor from Crossroads.
Good, good.
But he said most like him would give similar answers. And he challenged me to first talk to people that he had on a list. Lay people.
I'm not understanding what's going on here now. You know, it sounds like a different angle, okay? If I were you, I'd stay with it.
But?
No buts. Go get it done. Get your job done. Get this job done, I'll get you another one.
Okay. Fine.
Please, curb your enthusiasm.
Is it that childish? Resolving something you won't even talk about?
You can't even begin to understand the differences, especially when it comes to faith.
Faith? You mean religion?
No.
Well, no, it's not religion. Plain and simple, you turned us back on God.
I have not.
Yeah, you did. You haven't been to church in 2 years.
How do you know? And besides, it doesn't even matter. Going to church has nothing to do with... You sure seem to be.
I'm sorry. Can you guys explain to me what's going on here?
He left church and he never looked back, and then he lied about it, and he went off.
No.
See, it's completely. We have our own issues that we're trying to deal with, man, and you don't understand.
All right. I'm sorry. That was my fault. Which one of you is older? You? Okay, Alex, you go first.
Our parents tried to raise us both right, you know. They had rules and guidelines. They took us to church. When we get to be teenagers, James here fights our parents tooth and nail. And when we turned 18, he just walked out. And I didn't see him again. Till today. No, you have got to be kidding me. Okay, you have the most selective memory in the world. That's really ridiculous.
James, hold on. Alex, were you done?
Yeah.
Okay, James, selective memory?
Our parents never gave us a choice. They didn't say, you want to go? They made us go, Alex. I got out of there as soon as I could. But I never turned my back on God like he says.
Okay, then what would you call it?
To me, it was never about right and wrong, or do this or that. I questioned a lot. But not if God existed or anything like that, but more of how I need to live out my faith. All the rules, it just made it empty. You make it sound so bad. I mean, our parents were just trying to shield us from the things that they went through so we wouldn't make the same mistakes, and you call that like brainwashing?
They didn't give us a choice. Dude, they rammed it down our throats. And you joined right in with them. I mean, you never really supported me, believed in me. You never let me live my faith out in my own way.
Your own way. Do you even hear yourself talk? That's how cults start.
No. You see? All right, this is what I have to put up with, okay? Everything is so black and white with him. He doesn't get it.
Black and white. You're either for Jesus or you're against him.
Now that I can agree with. But how each of us lives that out, that's grace. You have no grace, Alex. It's your way or the highway. What? No quick answer? No? Hello? Who's there? Help me here! I'm in here, please! I'm trapped against my will! Please help me! Who's there?
James. I think it's coming from over there.
This is bogus! To keep us emotionally imbalanced like this?
How is this even possible?
In this evening's special report, we look into the Reconciler, a kidnapper who leaves messages for his victims, promising to let them go if they resolve their differences or perish if they don't. Is this a sick, twisted individual or a relationship vigilante? Despite any rumors, police still have no leads. Could it be just a matter of time until the next victim is found, alive or dead? We spoke with Jason Moore, resident psychologist at University Hospital.
Hey,
Stacy, Tilton here.
what's up?
Another reconciler case may have surfaced. A couple of twins, missing a few days, weren't getting along. Met with their mother.
Twins? Well, that's a new one. What do you need? How can I help?
I keep thinking about that original tip that we got at the warehouse.
But we didn't find anything there. There wasn't a shred of anything.
I know we didn't find anything there, but at the same time, something keeps eating me about that.
What can I do?
I'm not at my computer. Where was that again?
It was 15 Southeast 2nd Street. You know, down by the farmer's market.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Bye.
What do you think it was?
I'm not sure.
Would the Reconciler do something like this?
I don't think so. People would talk about getting freaked out, but this is something different.
Listen, James, I never knew, like, the way you felt about things, about, like, living your faith out differently. I thought that I walked away from it. I guess I did. For a while. But then I realized I think I just wanted more freedom in discovering my faith, you know? Why didn't you tell me this before? We're twins.
Yeah, James. Why didn't you tell him?
I thought about Colin like a million times. But what he said to me.
Alex? What did you say?
In a moment of anger, I said, if you're turning your back on this, I can't believe you're actually my brother.
And that was the last time you spoke before today. So, what do you think now? These things take some time. It might be better if you give them a minute.
Everybody falls sometimes. You gotta find the strength to rise from the ashes and make a new beginning. Anyone can feel the ache. You think it's more than you can take, but you're stronger, stronger than you know. And don't you give up now. The sun will soon be shining. You gotta face the clouds to find the silver lining. I've seen miracles just happen. Silent prayers get answered. Broken hearts become brand new. That's what faith can do. Overcome the odds when you don't have a chance. That's what faith can do. When the world says you can't, and it'll tell you that you can. I've seen dreams that move the mountains, hope that doesn't never end, even when the sky is falling. I've seen miracles just happen. Silent prayers get answered. Broken hearts become brand new. That's what faith can do.
All right, let's talk.
Why bother?
Because if we don't, whoever did this to us is going to let us starve to death.
I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, and look how far that's gotten us. Can I ask you something? Why did you put in for a transfer?
It's complicated.
You know, I've only heard you say that twice since we've been partners, and both times, not so good.
Maybe it's more me, but whenever I'm around you, I can't help but think about it.
What is the elephant in the room? You've been upset about the same thing for I don't know how long, enough to ruin our partnership, and now you won't even talk about it? Unbelievable.
Unbelievable? Unbelievable? You're unbelievable, Bill. You asked me about it, and then you talk down to me. Unbelievable.
I'm sorry.
It's your promotion.
My promotion?
I've been with the department 3 years longer than you have, and I've done good work. And when the promotion comes up, who gets it? You do.
So you resent me now?
No, not at all.
All right, now you're just being sarcastic.
Bill, you're a great partner. You're the best I've ever had. You tell anyone I said that and I'll kill you. It's just that every time I get in the car with you, I'm faced with that every time. And you don't deserve that. You deserve a partner who's going to be there with you 100%.
Yeah, not one who's waiting for you to be taken out so they can have your job.
Yeah, something like that.
Why didn't you just tell me before it became unbearable for both of us?
Think about it. I complain, something gets filed, right? The rumors start. Stacy's hard to work with. Stacy's a woman. Stacy's hormonal. Stacy thinks she's special. And I don't ever want it to be about that.
I was just as surprised as you were to be promoted over you.
Bill, you're a great cop. You are. You're fair with people. You have a clear sense of right and wrong, and you're loyal. I just thought that with everything that I've been doing lately and
You'd be promoted before me.
I did.
Look, I don't mean to ask the obvious, but so you get your transfer.
Mhm.
What happens if your new partner gets promoted? What are you gonna do?
I'd quit.
That's good.
I don't know. I've been questioning a lot of things about myself lately, and maybe that's what I don't like about it either. But what I keep coming to over and over again is that I'm just not good enough.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
not.
hey, Stace, don't say that. Right, look at me. That's not true. Right, yeah, maybe you got it a little tougher, a lot tougher. But you'll get your promotion. I know you will, when the time's right.
This is exactly what I did not want to have happen. This is why I didn't want to tell you about it.
What do you mean?
I knew that you'd talk me out of it. Or you'd try to.
Is it working?
Maybe.
A little bit?
Okay, I do need to try a little bit harder and be better
As partners?
as partners.
What was that? I missed that.
As partners.
All right.
Oh my gosh, did you hear that? You know what that sounded like.
Let's get out of here.
So, what was in that note?
Nothing.
Come on, it had to have said more than just where to find the keys. Let me see it.
Drop it, JR.
I'm not gonna drop it. Let me see it.
Fine.
Jeff, you are a soldier. You know how to fight. You fought for your country more times than most soldiers. The only thing you've never fully fought for is your family. Your son. And now it's time for you to do just that. The keys to your cuffs, the car keys, and your cell phone are in a backpack at the top of the mountain. Also, the park is closed till Monday, which means no one is coming. The only way you and your son are getting unattached from each other is to go on a little hike. So, that's what this is all about.
I didn't want to concern you.
Concern me, Dad? It's what I've wanted all along. But when you come home, it's like you're not even here.
Hold on there, JR. I have an important job to do.
Shouldn't your most important job be your family, Dad? I mean, it's like the moment you get home, you put in for another deployment, and then when other dads come home and take their leave, they're actually there. with their families. It's like we don't matter to you. It's like I don't matter to you.
Look, who do you think I fight for? You guys. Your God-given liberty doesn't come free. There's people that want to take those from you. That's why I do what I do.
But what good is it if your family is falling apart? And it's all for nothing.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do you.
I'm gonna pull on the chain, use it for leverage to climb back up. Come on, buddy. I got you. Come on. I got you. Get up here. Oh, man, I thought I lost you. Not yet. Oh, thank God. Get up, buddy. It's late, but we don't have far to go. Maybe 600 feet, JR. JR? JR? Wake up, buddy. Wake up. Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
Emma Davis?
Oh,
I rang the doorbell, but no one answered.
I'm so sorry. It was such a pleasant day. I thought I would come down and feed the fish while I waited for you.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you. It takes some work, but it's worth it. Pastor Dan called, said you're writing an article. I don't know why he wants you to talk to me. I haven't exactly lived a saintly life.
I'm sure he has his reasons. Maybe it's because you have a bit more life experience.
Well, you can say that again, but not too loudly.
Oh.
Shall we go down to the patio? I've made some lemonade.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, good. Well, could you help an old lady get up?
Yes.
My legs aren't quite what they used to be.
You really have a beautiful yard
It
here.
is. Thank you. It's been a great pleasure for many years.
Aww. This is so beautiful.
Yes, the globe is one of my favorites.
Mhm.
bench over there is a nice place to sit when it's
Oh,
too
yeah.
sunny.
It's nice.
And blossoms get in bloom every once in a while.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ah.
The lemonade looks delicious. So, why do you think they call you the greatest generation?
Do they?
Uh-huh.
Well, I was just a young girl during World War II. But I remember it too. My older brothers were getting called up.
Mm-hmm.
The rationing. Tough times.
But the nation made it through.
By the grace of God.
So God was a conscious thought back then.
There was so much to lose. There was so little we could control about it. During the 50s, we were all doing whatever we could to get our lives back together again. God had brought us through the war, and we were very grateful. We had seen His hand upon us, and we prospered. Do you read the Bible much, dear?
No.
Well, you'll find that people, even centuries ago, were like this. Times get tough, and they turn to God. Everything is good for a while, and they stay with Him. Then they decide that they are better than God, and tough times return. We are fragile creatures with very short memories. My husband and I did very well during those times and beyond. We had everything we wanted. It got to where we didn't have time for God, or He was inconvenient. Oh, we were religious. It's just that our relationship with God became almost non-existent. The beautiful thing about God is that He is always there, bringing us in, like a loving father, like a real father would be. It was almost too late when I remembered that.
What happened?
My husband passed. I saw eternity for myself just around the corner. And I said to myself, what am I doing? So I drew nearer to God, and God drew nearer to me. I gave away almost all that I had, and I am able to share His love and mercy with many, many people. Hold on, I want to get something. To see God taken out of the public discourse does not bother me. It emboldens me to share His love and mercy all the more, to help reconcile others to Him.
Hey, Mom.
I know what you two are doing.
Us?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Can father and son have a little fun?
As long as it doesn't involve blood on my floor and things broken.
Oh, all right.
Hi.
Hi. We're gonna grab a bite to eat. You wanna come?
Nah, you two go ahead and go out. Have some fun. As long as it doesn't involve police calls later.
Promise?
You promise?
I promise.
You promise?
Yeah, that's a promise. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. Have a good time.
My darling, sweet daughter, how precious you truly are, a magnificent work of God. When I think of your first breath, holding your tender hand, I was in awe. Know, without a doubt, that God has this same joy and love for you. My prayer, my heart's cry, is that you would truly see this. Jesus beckons you for you to be reconciled to him. I know that you know what this mystery looks like. Jeffrey opening his heart to you and JR, back to where it was meant to be. What a blessing, a miracle. God's love for you is bigger still. I pray people are placed in your path to reveal this amazing love in an unmistakable way. My gift to you is His Word, infinitely more valuable than my own. May it sink deep into your heart, showing you His loving kindness, which truly leads to repentance. Always in my heart, Mom.
So JR was okay then with their family?
Oh yes, more than okay. Jeff transferred to the reserves. He spends time with his family. He's able to see them whenever he can. I mean, their relationship isn't perfect, but it's on the mend.
And the cops, they stay partners?
Yep.
How exactly was the car rigged?
That one has baffled the lab boys even to this day.
It sounds really similar to what Alex and I are going through.
What?
This whole reconciler business. I just don't see how two wrongs make a right.
How do you mean?
I don't really agree with what this guy is doing, you know? Snatching people up like this. But from what you told me, it just seems like it's working. You know that verse that talks about how God takes things that are the worst and turns them around for the best?
You really believe God does that?
I do. So do I.
Well, at least you both agree on something.
Sorry to keep you guys waiting. I just had to figure out what James said to me, you know?
And?
You were right.
Really?
I should have given you time and space and let you make your own decisions. And maybe it wasn't a right fit. Don't put that on yourself, man. Don't put it on yourself. I should have been a lot more clear and patient. You've been nothing but an amazing brother. I know you mean well. Yeah, but I'm not perfect. That's for sure. Yeah. Can you forgive me? Of course. Can you forgive me? Ed, your leg is okay?
Alex, James, I have a little confession to make. My name isn't Ed.
You're him! You're Joe Sanford!
No, I'm not. And just for the record, Joe Sanford is not the reconciler.
But you told us the story.
I told you the alleged story. The one that most of the world believes to explain away what has been happening.
Wait, so if Joe isn't the reconciler and you're not the reconciler, who is? More importantly, who are you?
Well, I told you that I was a reporter. Kind of. And as for the reconciler, the two of you have been talking about him the entire time you've been in here.
I thought you said that was locked. It was locked. I checked it. How'd you do that?
The same way that I got those cops out of their car, the same way that I helped Jeff pull JR off that cliff. The only difference between those assignments and this one is that it was decided that it was time for me to work a case up close and personal.
So you work for the reconciler?
Yes.
But you said...
I was assigned to this like a reporter is assigned to a story. I'm a messenger, I'm a guardian, and other things as well.
You're Dude, that was crazy. Oh, wow.
Freeze! Who are you?
I'm Alex. He's James.
Twins?
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone else here with you?
No. They disappeared.
Which direction did they go?
No, sir. They disappeared. Sir, they're vanished. Poof!
You're not making any sense.
No, look, they're not with us anymore.
Were you two held captive?
Yes, sir.
By the reconciler?
Yes, sir. Yes. Well, sort of.
Sort of.
It was one of his angels.
Angels?
Yes, officer. It was one of his angels. Maybe we go down to the station. Oh, yeah. We can tell you all about it.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. It's a pretty amazing story. You're really gonna like it.
I can't wait to hear it.
Awesome. All right.
is like an avalanche pouring through my soul. It covers every single thing that I had once known. Now all the things I've done are left unseen, covered by your love that sets me free. You make all things new in you. Your love is the answer to my soul. You're everything that I could need, that I didn't have before. All that I was, you have made clean and made your home inside of me. Your love is like a river running through my soul. It washes every single thing that I had once known. Now all the things I've done are washed away by your love that flows and sets me free. You make all things new in you. Your love is the answer to my soul. You're everything that I could need, that I didn't have before. I need your You're here with me, nothing else could ever be. The way you have changed me, don't tell me you'll leave again. You'll never leave again. You'll never leave again. You'll never leave again. You'll never leave again. Your love is the answer to my soul. You're everything that I could need, that I didn't have before. All that I was, you have made clean and made your home inside of me.